Welcome. 8th Standard Science, Part 2, Chapter 10 Sound, Question Answer. As per 2025-2026 Karnataka State Board Syllabus, exercises. First main, choose the correct answer. Sound can travel through. Option A, gases only. Option B, solids only. Option C, liquids only. Option D, solids, liquids and gases. Option B is the correct answer. Because sound needs a medium to travel. It can pass through solid, liquids, and gases. Question number 2. Which of the following is likely to have minimum frequency? Option A, baby girl. Option B, baby boy. Option C, man. Option D, a woman. Answer is option C, a man. Why? Because here they are asking the frequency, not the loudness. The man's voice frequency is the lowest and average frequency. The woman, baby and boy have a high frequency. Here is the data. 250 to 400 Hz of baby girl's frequency, 250 to 400 same baby boy's frequency, but women's frequency is 165 to 255. Lowest is 85 to 180 Hz. That is of the man's voice frequency. That's why the low frequency is man's voice. Question number 3. In which of the following statements, true or false? A. Sound cannot travel in a vacuum. True. Sound needs a medium, solid, liquid or gas to travel. B. The number of oscillations per second of a vibrating object is called its time. False. It is called frequency, not time. C. If the amplitude of vibration is large and sound is feeble. False. Large amplitude means louder sound, not feeble. D. For human ears, the audible range is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. True, that is correct audible range. E. The lower the frequency of vibration, the higher is the pitch. False. Lower the frequency means lower pitch. F. Unwanted and unpleasant sound is termed as music. False. It is called noise, not music. G. Noise pollution may cause partial hearing impairment. True. Long exposure to loud noise can damage hearing. Fourth main, fill in the blanks. A. Time taken by an object to complete one oscillation is called time period. B. Loudness is determined by the amplitude of vibration. C. The unit of frequency is Hertz. D. Unwanted sound is called noise. E. Shrillness of a sound is determined by the frequency of vibration. Fifth one. A pendulum oscillates 40 times in 4 seconds. Find its time period and frequency. Given number of oscillations is equal to 40. Total time is 4 seconds. Frequency F is frequency is equal to number of the oscillations divided by total time. That is number of oscillations is 40 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 tens are. Therefore 10 Hz. Frequency is 10 Hz. Then the time period is equal to 1 by frequency. That is 1 by 10 is 0.1 second. Final answer is frequency is 10 Hz, time period is 0.1 second. Sixth question. The sound from a mosquito is produced when it vibrates its wings at an average rate of 500 vibrations per second. What is the time period of the vibration? Frequency F is equal to 500 vibrations per second, 500 Hz. Formula: time period is equal to 1 by frequency. Then time period is equal to 1 by 500. That is 1 by 500 means here 0.0002 seconds. How will you get this answer? Say 500. Here it is 1. 1 is smaller than 500. Therefore, I'll take a decimal point. Then 500, I'll put 10 here because I put one decimal point. Even 10 is lesser than 500. Therefore, what I do? One more 0 I put here, one more 0 I put here. Then again, one more 0, one more 0. Now 1000 is greater than 500. Now 2s are 500 2s are 1000 minus 000. What you got the answer is 0.002. Therefore, time period is equal to 0.002 second. That is 2 milliseconds. Seventh question. Identify the part which vibrates to produce sound in following instruments. A is dholak. The stretched membrane skin on its ends vibrates to produce sound. B. Sitar. The stretched strings vibrate to produce sound. C. Flute. The air column inside the flute vibrates to produce sound. Eighth question. What is the difference between noise and music? Can music become noise sometimes? Difference between noise and music. Noise. Unpleasant and unwanted sound. Music. Pleasant and agreeable sound. Noise has irregular vibrations. Music has regular periodic vibrations. Causes discomfort or irritation. Gives pleasure and relaxation. Example: honking, loud traffic, machinery. Example: singing, playing instruments. Can music become noise sometimes? Yes, music can become noise when it is too loud or played at an inappropriate time or place. For example, loud music late at night. So whether the sound is music or noise depends on how it is heard and perceived. Ninth question. List sources of noise pollution in your surroundings. Here are some common sources of noise pollution in our surroundings. Traffic on roads, cars, buses, trucks and honking horns. Factories and industries, running machines and heavy equipment. Construction activities, drilling, hammering and use of loud machinery. Loudspeakers and music systems during festivals, celebrations or parties. Airports and railway stations, noise from aeroplanes, trains. Agricultural machines, tractors, harvesters and threshers. Household appliances, mixers, vacuum cleaners, televisions at high volume. In short, any unwanted or loud sound that disturbs people, animals and the environment is a source of noise pollution. 10th, explain in what way noise pollution is harmful to humans. Harmful effects of noise pollution on humans. Hearing problems. Continuous exposure to loud noise can cause temporary or permanent hearing loss. Lack of concentration. Loud sounds disturb attention and make it difficult to focus on studies or work. Stress and irritation. Unpleasant noise increases mental tension, anger, and fatigue. Sleep disturbance. Loud sounds, especially at night, can interrupt sleep and cause tiredness. Health issues. Long exposure to noise may lead to high blood pressure, anxiety, and heart problems. 11th, your parents are going to buy a house. They have been offered one on the roadside and another 3 lanes away from the roadside. Which house would you suggest your parents should buy? Explain your answer. I would suggest buying a house 3 lanes away from the roadside. Reason: less noise pollution. Houses on the busy roads are exposed to traffic noise, honking, and other disturbances, which can lead to stress, sleep problems, and hearing issues. Better air quality. Roadsides have more dust and vehicle emissions, which can affect health. Safer for children. Less traffic means safer surroundings for kids to play. Peaceful environment. A house away from the main road provides a calmer and quieter atmosphere, ideal for living and studying. Question number 12. Sketch larynx and explain its function in your own words. This is the voice box or the larynx, vocal cords, epiglottis, and trachea. What the larynx does? In simple words, larynx is a small but powerful organ in your throat. Here what it does: make sound. Inside the larynx are two stretchy hands called vocal cords. When you speak, air from your lungs passes through them, making them vibrate like strings on a musical instrument. This creates your voice, protects your lungs. At the top of the larynx is the epiglottis. This is epiglottis, a flap that acts like a lid. When you swallow food or water, it closes over the larynx so nothing goes into your windpipe. Then it's throat to windpipe. The larynx sits between your pharynx or throat and trachea windpipe, helping air move smoothly from your mouth to your lungs. Question number 13. Listening and thunder. So lightning and thunder takes place in the sky at same time and at the same distance from us. Lightning is seen earlier and thunder is heard later. Can you explain why? Yes, this happens because light and sound travel at very different speeds. Explanation: lightning flash of light is seen first because light travels very fast, about 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Thunder sound is heard later because the sound travels much slower, about 343 meter per second in air. Even though the lightning and the thunder occur at the same time and the distance, the difference in the speed makes the light reach our eyes before the sound reaches our ears. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.